All right, this video is for World Radio 585 Max. Now, this is not the latest and greatest control box. It's like the third generation. The fourth generation will say plus down here, and it's got the brake in it, brake delay. Well, this one here is not too bad. I'm going to turn the control box around here a little bit. Here's the LED light board I put in it for better lighting. And it's got the screws on the back of the meter. The Plus model's got solder on wires. And as always with my rebuilds, I always leave the wires long enough so that you can flip this thing over and service the control box that's underneath here. Here's the E-Z rotor control unit. The wires, AC wires coming in, and everything goes through this little notch in the board because there's a hole right underneath here. That's where all the wires go in. And then these are all the wires I added to all the paddle switches. The clockwise switch, I had to hot glue it in place. This particular board, or panel I should say, has got the holes drilled through the main part of the chassis, but they don't go through the bezel. So that's the last thing you want to do is drill a hole up in there and miss that main hole. Both like that, and then the brake release is the same way. So there's one hole going through the backside and no hole through the bezel. So you got to kind of try to hit the center of that. So here's your two adjustments for the meter. The operation, it's all calibrated to this ham rotor. And I'll show you how this works. Okay, so we turn it on. Oh, I gotta turn my power strip on. There we go. There's the 3 LED lights. And it's setting on north right at the moment. So I'll release the brake. I'll turn it just a little bit manually. As you can see, the CCW light does not come on. Those main lights do not come on in manual operation. Okay? Only in E-Z rotor. Okay, now I want to set this thing back to north. There's north. There we go. I'm going to press down on the brake. Ah, come on. Oh, I waited too long. You wait too long and this needle goes back to wherever it's going. So you got to be pretty quick about it. I'm holding this phone with my one hand and I'm trying to show it with the other. See? You set it on north, and as soon as you get it where you want it to go, you hit the brake release. It goes one way and then the other. So the red light means that the brake is released. You see it stopped right there. And there you go. Okay, I got me a little makeshift pointer up here I have a little problem trying to get my paper centered. So that's north. I'm going to turn this to west. Hit the button. So it goes one way and then it goes the other way, just in case the brake is jammed. There's northwest. Coming up on west. And there it stops at west. And the clunk means the brake is set. I'm just going to crank this all the way over to south. See, it went just a little bit and then it came back. Or southwest. See, my pointer's off now. This thing's designed so it stops about 5 degrees before the end. I don't have anything set up here to tell me if that's exactly 5 degrees or not. But it's made so that it doesn't slam up against the end of travel switch. Now I'll release the brake and it turns that much more until it's up against the end of travel switch. Now I'm going to crank it all the way over to the other south. I guess I forgot to push the wrong button. I'm trying to look through my phone at the same time I'm... There we go. That's at the end of travel, so it ain't going to back up none. Coming up on west. Northwest. North. Northeast. There's east. East. Southeast. And south. And south. Okay. I'm going to set this thing back to north. That's where it's going to be. When you receive this, always point your rotors at north, and then you just set your mass inside it. And you point your antenna to north, you should be good to go. And bada boom, bada beam. Okay, I'll turn it off. Now this has got the 7 or 8 way connector on the back with screws. So all you have to do is follow the instructions that come with the little pigtail cord. See, it's got a pigtail on it. And it'll tell you what pin is what color in that connector. And just follow the instructions and wire up your connector. I can either give you a pigtail, about 18 inches long, and solder the correct wires to the connector right there. Or I can give you the connector and the pins, and you can solder it and just run your rotor cable right into the connector. It's whatever you want to do, Max. And do it either way. There you have it. I'll tie these wires up a little bit better. That little light bar works pretty good. Hell of a lot brighter than it was before. Anyway, hope you like it. I'll get the covers back on. Get my test harness off of it. It'll be all ready for you to come pick up. Okay?